Tonight, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Green Bay Packers taking on the New Orleans Saints.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season, obviously. A perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes that actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down.
At the 28-yard line.
And the numbers for Latavius Murray last time out. 13 carries, 54 yards.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football. Give it to them early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, New Orleans.
They go play action. It's Rosen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there. And second down.
Incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They run from the shotgun with Murray. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
The 45-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's third down.
On third down, Rosen. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas.
Rosen's pass.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side.
Love's pass. Complete.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 4 catches, 51 yards.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit. And this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Working out of the gun. Love. And Jones has it over the middle. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back, because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense. Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on there heals a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start. Yeah, and I think this is where a play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
At the Saints.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. They go back to the ground with Jones. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again. Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. An excellent run there coming from out wide. And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter. Now a first down carry by Jones. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
The tackle made.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Second and 7.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Love from the gun. It's caught. Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score. And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. The punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get turned it all loose.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Tucker McCann set to
McCann's got it teed up. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
at their own.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Throw left side complete. It's Murray. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Off the play fake. Here's Rosen. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 15 yards on the play. First down.
15.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up second down.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Packers 7, Saints nothing.
Now Rosen on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Adam Troutman, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Rosen. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Of 8 yards. And it's
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. On after the sack, he's still down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
Aaron Jones, the ball.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll go down at the 28.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
On 3rd and 1, Love to throw. And Adams has it, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Aaron Jones.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd down, Love. And he rifles one incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. brings up second.
Rosen off the play action. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
A gain of 11.
The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
First down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the delay, this is Murray. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the 41, Rosen. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
A gain of 7.
7 yards there and a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Here we go.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Complete.
The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now he dumps this off over the middle and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Here's Rosen to throw. Going with a screen for Murray. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Throw left side complete to Troutman. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
10. Saints 3.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
First down, Love to pass. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
To throw again, Love. Jones breaking from the contact. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down. First down going to the air with Love. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Now a timeout.
By Marcus.
7 seconds left in the first half.
Back at the 47-yard line.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the gun, Love. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was the Panthers who were able to come away with the home victory. A field goal, the difference. 17-14, the final. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. Tom Brady, excellent in the victory as his guys moved to 3-1 after 4 games. Lastly, let's head to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, see what's happening with the Bengals. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. A 10-point victory in the end. 24-14, the final. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Now this will make it into the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. So here are the Packers now to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A slant to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
43-yard line.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. He's scared. Right there.
Love now to pass on first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's another.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Zach Bond there on the tackle.
Ball carrier.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Now a second down throw for Love here. Making the catch is Sternberger. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy, and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Again, it's Jones. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Love going to give this one to Jones. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. His pass caught at the 4. That catch good for only a couple. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
Love from the gun. Touchdown, Packers. Down for 3 yards out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or put them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. Taken in the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 10 now. It's Rosen. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
16 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Murray. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Rosen. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
3rd and long here for Rosen. He's going to let one fly for Tate, and he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
On to punt.
2 things you can do in that situation: run it and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line.
Return team.
What was that, man?
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
First down.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14.
Aaron Jones.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
14-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st down, Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson.
They'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Back now at Lambeau.
36-yard line.
It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for first.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Love, they go play action now. He's got it complete to Thompson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 more there and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. And Jones has it over the middle. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Working out of the gun. Love. The quick slant caught. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. McCann's got it teed up. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
2nd and 10. It's Rosen again. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And that'll bring up second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35-yard line. Again, it's Rosen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Murray. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield, and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not, and dropped him for no gain.
He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The sack there by Brandon Graham, coming in and bringing him down to the ground.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Rosen. Pressure comes, and down goes Rosen. Brandon Graham, his 2nd sack of the night.
A loss of 12 yards. And it's 4th down.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't matter. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Aaron Jones.
David Onyemata there on the tackle.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
The pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a gain of 7, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
From the gun on 3rd down, Love. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Love. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what? They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Rosen.
Yards to go.
And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half.